out here with ICE CRO, about to hit a criminal warrant. We've got the Bearcat lined up.
And as I said before, right, executed, no injuries, no issues, no scandals.
Flashback. The director, so the first house, successful operation so far. Looks like we've got several individuals.
Well, you're watching our own Rav, host of Law and Border, who was out at the Gulf of America and saw for the first time Border Patrol on the beach capturing illegals. Let's bring in Ben Bergquam for more. So the change is stark. Tell us about it, Ben.
Yeah, started this, Eric, great to be with you. Started this in San Diego a week ago, was with the Border Patrol tunnel teams, and I've been making my way across the border. By far the most secure border I've ever seen, more Border Patrol agents than I've ever seen. Everywhere I go, you see Border Patrol, or in this case, I just want to show you this. Let me turn the camera. We've got Texas DPS that just pulled up across the street from me because I'm out here in kind of no man's land, and they are working together, this joint task force, federal, state, local officials working together, in particular in places like Texas and Florida, to stop the invasion that Joe Biden caused. I was just at the Gulf of America, the newly named Gulf of America yesterday. Took my family out there to right next to SpaceX, and as we were driving in, I'd never seen Border Patrol on that beach before. I've seen multiple cars load up with illegals, drive up, and then basically go across the point. I'd never seen Border Patrol actually on the beach. Yesterday, as soon as we got there, we saw one Border Patrol truck that had an illegal in the back of it. As that truck passed me, I saw lights go on, went after another car, pulled it over, caught two more illegals. The illegals are still trying to come across, but they are getting caught. And that's the beauty of this. You've got the border locked down. You still have the cartel trying to send a few across, but the Border Patrol are catching them. And then the most important part right now is in the interior. So we stopped the bleeding at the border. And then you've got Tom Homan, Kristi Noem working on the interior. That's where these ICE operations come in, where we can go in and catch the really bad guys and send them out.
You had this really, really good video, and it's important. I'm just anecdotally, I was at the border many, many times during the Biden 4 years, and we had Border Patrol there, and you'd watch these people come across the Rio Grande. They'd walk right through it, swim across, get out. Border Patrol would be over there on like a little ridge overlooking it. They'd walk right by, and they didn't care because the Border Patrol wasn't doing it because they were told to stand down. That rule is no longer in play, right?
That's right. Yeah, the border's locked down. There's no more of this fake asylum seekers where they come across, they turn themselves in, they've been coached by NGOs, then they're handed off to the NGOs that are profiting the money after they've educated these illegals on how to game our system. That is over. The problem we have now is those same activist NGOs are now aiding and abetting criminal illegal aliens in America. They're the ones creating the protests. They're the ones in these godless communist churches that are teaching these people how to avoid ICE and how to avoid apprehensions, especially in sanctuary communities. So that's our biggest threat right now, are the enemies within. You still have cartels. You still have them operating. I actually was down in just outside of, not Laredo, Nogales, down in Arizona. And there was a cartel bunker that I'd seen previously. I talked to Border Patrol. They said that President Trump went in and wiped out all the bunkers, had the Mexican military clean them all out. Well, that bunker, there's a guy back on that high point again. And so basically on the Mexico side, the cartels still control it, even though we cut the heads off the snake. All the way up to the presidency, you've got cartel corruption in Mexico. The problem is that is all bled into America. And so all of our major cities across America have that as well now. And so the fight that we face is not just externally, it's internally as well. And that's why President Trump, what he's doing, what Tom Homan, what Kristi Noem are doing is so important.
Do we have that VO of that Ben sent us, the exclusive VO of the ICE flight? Ben, set it up for us while they roll it. Go ahead, go for it.
Yeah, so that was this morning. This is breaking on your show right now. It's from this morning deportation flight out of Harlingen, Texas, flight going to Guatemala Honduras. was loaded. It was packed. Now, we went on the plane. We've got video. We're going to be days. We've got them being loaded on the plane, onto the plane, and then we shot as we walked out all of the single men. 80% of the single men. The plane was packed, 130 people, and these flights are happening every single day. The processions for deportation flights, the federal, the one leaving country international, are in Mesa, Arizona, here in Harlingen, and then as well as Louisiana. But we've also got, I was in Gary, Indiana. That's where we did our first deportation flight. Those flights from the interior, they're basically like domestic flights. Then they come down to the border areas, and then that's where they end up leaving. And so we got to witness a group of 130 leave for the final time, hopefully, going back to Guatemala and Honduras. And again, exclusively on Real America's Voice News. The key is you stop the invasion and you get rid of the ones that were allowed in.
Multi tasks and not, close the border, grab them, send them home. Ben, I know some Chinese nationals in there. I believe I thought I saw some Chinese nationals on that flight as well.
Not on this one. This one was specifically to Guatemala and Honduras. Unless now that will change. So let's say they're going to Guatemala or Honduras, the flight. Sometimes if we don't have agreements with countries, say China, diplomatic relations, that's a different one. We can, in most cases, say, let's say China says we don't want that. Well, that illegal at that point can choose from multitude of so-called diplomatic countries. So some of these flights that are going to, say, Guatemala or to any one of these, you could have foreign nationals from another country. But as far as I know, on these flights this morning, it was all Guatemalans and Hondurans.
Yeah. Ben, really great. You're taking we're taking a little hits on the Wi-Fi, but really great video. Appreciate the breaking this on the Bolling Show, 4 o'clock. Ben Bergquam always doing a great job. Please, as we tell Oscar all the time, Oscar Ramirez, please be safe, my friend. Be safe.
Will do. God bless you, bro.
Yeah, thank you, Ben. All right, folks, if you're stressed about back taxes, maybe you missed the April 15th deadline or your books are cooked. A mess. Don't wait. The IRS is cracking down. Penalties add up fast, 5% per month, up to 25% or more just for not filing. But there's help. Tax Network USA can take the burden off your shoulders. Stop the spiral before it gets worse. They've helped thousands and thousands of Americans, whether you're an employee of a business, you're a small business owner yourself, or you haven't filed in years. Messy books, no problem. They've seen it all. They know exactly how to clean it up with direct access to powerful IRS programs and expert negotiations on your side. Tax Network USA knows how to win. You'll get a free consultation, and if you qualify, they'll may even be able to reduce or eliminate what you owe completely. More importantly, they'll help protect you from wage garnishments or those nasty bank levies. So don't wait for the next IRS letter. Call 800-905-8000 or visit tnusa.com/RAV, tnusa.com/RAV to talk to a real expert at Tax Network USA. Take the pressure off. Let Tax Network USA handle your tax issues. 2.5 minutes. We'll be right back.